Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This was formerly Julie's weight loss journey, and now this is the fasting pharmacist weight loss journey. Thanks for coming back. So today I'm just going to give you an inspirational quote from Iyanla Vanzant, and then we're just going to get right into what is the ketogenic diet and what is ketosis, or ketosis for dummies. So let's begin. So today's quote is, I am learning to let go. Until today, you may have been holding on to something or someone, not realizing that its purpose in your life has been served. Just for today, surrender all attachments to the people and things you've been struggling to hold on to. This can apply to a lot of situations. I can think of like 4 things right off the bat. I'm learning to let go. I can let go of a lot of things. I can let go of painful memories, trying to understand why things went the way they did. That person that broke your heart, the person whose heart you broke, all the clutter that you really don't need in your life that you could just let go. It's time for some spring cleaning. It's time for some emotional spring cleaning. How many of us are doing some emotional eating or holding on to things that we really should just let go? I think there's a lot of people out there not letting go to a lot of different things in their life. And a really great way to stuff it down is by eating or drinking or whatever you do. Working too much, drinking too much, eating too much. So let's talk about my weight. I'm kind of on a fast from the scale for about a week by the advice of my coach Corey, who is channel Always 100. He's understanding of even himself. He's been through a lot of journeys, and it's good to talk to other people that are going through this. He has had this situation where you get on the scale a lot and you start to feel stressed out. When you start to feel stressed out, you make a stress hormone called cortisol. When you do that, you retain water. So he has recommended I don't weigh myself until Thursday, which is 2 more days, so that's fine. And actually, it took some stress off of me to be like, well, I'm not going to weigh in. The last time I weighed in, I guess it's up here, I forgot. It's 199.75. I started, for those of you who are new, at 244 pounds. November 28th was right after Thanksgiving, and I've gotten all the way to 199. So I'm down a little over 44 pounds. My goal is to get from 244 pounds to 144. And I started out following a YouTube channel called A Healthy Alternative, and I saw a couple guys in there talking about fasting, and I thought, wow, oh my gosh, this is something I haven't tried. And I was really, really impressed. And then I kind of got myself finally somehow to do the intermittent fasting, which is where you get on a schedule of 16-8 or an eating window and a not eating window. And I just played with it to see what I could do. Once I finally was able to pass that 24-hour mark, I couldn't believe it because I'm 46 years old, and I thought, you gotta be kidding me. I did it, and then I somehow stumbled across Cole Robinson, talked to a guy named Lawrence Malchoff on the phone. I didn't understand what he was talking about. I didn't really know that much about Cole Robinson. I started watching Lawrence Malchoff, Cole Robinson, and Sasha, Snake Diet Sasha, Snake Diet Sam, and then I couldn't get enough information about the snake diet. So here I am this much later, down 44 pounds, and I want to get to 144 pounds, which I didn't even think was possible, but my coach Corey at channel Always 100, who graciously offered to coach me, came out and said, do you need help? We are friends on Facebook, we are friends on YouTube, and he was kind enough to be like, hey, I can help you. He's been studying this a long time. He is studying this on himself, and he's now helping other people. So, anywho, he feels for certain there's no reason I can't get to 144 pounds. And again, I'm 5'6", I'm 46 years old, and I've tried many, many diets, especially Weight Watchers, probably 5 times. And I've done great on Weight Watchers, and I tracked the points, and I did a lot of exercise, and I went to the meetings, and as I did it, I would lose 40 pounds. But every time I went off of it, I gained the weight back because I went back to doing what I was doing. And the definition of insanity, of course, is doing the same thing and expecting different results. So I wasn't tackling like the emotional sides of things. About 1.5 years ago, I looked into Overeaters Anonymous, and I thought maybe this is something I could try. I'm desperate. And I actually liked it. I stopped going, but I would like to start going again. I just have moved, and I had a job change, and I had some things where I just switched what I was doing in my life. But I am looking into either starting my own group of it or just somehow getting back into it, because the spiritual healing with that program was amazing. And it was mostly just giving psychological support, but some support about the diet and exercise, but mostly keying in on the fact that it's not about diet and exercise. Like there is about 99% of weight loss that is emotional. So anymore, we will have more about that later. If you're interested, I just did a video about Brain Over Binge. Amazing book. Do you know she has a free ebook online and a free podcast? I'm like, are you kidding me? This is great. So you can go on to Katherine Hansen's site, or somehow I just saw it on Facebook because I'm in a couple groups about fasting for women. And there's just an amazing amount of free information, but check out Brain Over Binge. If you're interested in learning, the best tool is to educate yourself and find out more about all of this, okay? So today I just want to touch really quick on what is ketosis and what is the ketogenic diet. So what is ketosis? Ketosis is when you're avoiding glucose or sugar for greater than 10 to 12 hours, your body begins to make something called ketones, and those are a byproduct of fat burning. What are keto strips? These are little test strips that you use in the urine, or you urinate onto a test strip and you look at the color, and there's a big range and strips of colors that you match up to. It's very easy. And basically, if you want to test positive on these, and if you test in that purple range that matches the strip, you are proving to yourself that you are burning fat. Why is it good to burn fat? Well, obviously you want to use your fat for fuel instead of using sugar and carbs, okay? Burning your body fat is really what we want to do. And I have found out through my own research that our bodies were actually designed to do that. Our bodies were never designed to just get by on sugar, processed foods, packaged foods. If you think about the caveman walking around, what were they really eating that they survived on? What were their bodies meant to design? They were designed to cope with fasting, and they were designed to cope with a ketogenic diet, which was some animal fat, and some plants. And it was never anything processed or sugary or packaged, obviously. Like, our body was not meant to eat all the time, all day long and then have no exercise. Like, what we're doing now is it just isn't right, and our body's not meant to handle it. This is probably why there's such an obesity epidemic. Okay, so we talked about what's ketosis. You're avoiding sugar or glucose. What are keto strips? Now, what is fat adaptation? I still want to learn more about this. What are keto strips going to tell you? Okay, well, if they tell me I'm burning fat, then I'm in ketosis, but is it the same as fat adapted? No. Fat adaptation can take 3 days to 2 weeks to 6 weeks. It just depends on how you've been burning sugar, or have you been a fat burner for fuel. So one way Dr. Berg really explained it nicely was sugar burning was kind of like your diesel fuel or coal, and it was like dirty and it caused pollution, and that was your fuel source. And then if you're burning fat, think of it as like the clean, the solar power, the no waste, sort of like an electric car. You don't have pollution coming out. So like fat is like the clean source of burning, and sugar is like your diesel and your coal. So basically, once you convert your body into burning the right fuel source, so say for example, like it's muscle protective. So say I want to work out, but I don't want to have such a calorie deficit that I eat up my muscles, because that's going to hurt your metabolism. Well, this is muscle protective. So if I'm producing ketones and I'm burning fat, it will protect you from losing muscle. So who is this body not for? A very lean person who's trying to put on weight and gain muscle. They probably shouldn't check out the keto diet. I could be wrong on that, but I'll find out more about that. What are the positives about ketones? They are like the best source of fuel for your brain. They make you clear, they make your brain efficient, they make your memory better. Like, all this sugar, it causes brain fog. You lose your memory. You can't remember what you're doing. You can't concentrate. You walked in the room, you don't know why. Our bodies are not designed to be on sugars, like man-made sugars, especially. So those of you who want to look into ketosis or the ketogenic diet, I say look into it, and educate yourself. Now, some people may want to know, well, what kind of things could I eat on a ketogenic diet? Well, with my weight loss, I'm having a pretty easy time, and I am using fasting, and then when I do have my refeeds, I can have things like meat, fish, eggs, butter, cream, nuts, and seeds. I don't go crazy on the nuts and seeds because they could be carby. Green vegetables. Somebody on a TV show on Dr. Oz, I saw a clip, she did a steak, a salad, and a little casserole of it was like an imitation of potatoes, but it was cauliflower with cheese and sour cream, and like to imitate. And it was a beautiful meal, and it was just wonderful. The best thing is whole ingredient foods, obviously. Don't buy something in a box. My go-to is a salad with a tuna steak, or a salad or steamed broccoli with butter. And lately I've been adding avocado to my meals so I feel full longer, because I don't think I'm fat adapted. So in studies, your insulin sensitivity is improved by 74% of people. 95% of people went off all of their medications, like type 2 diabetics. So I'm going to learn more about it. I'm pretty excited, but I think my life is going to change to keto. Now, there's always going to be an occasion. I'm not going to say I'm giving up Christmas. I'm not giving up my birthday. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to have occasions where I'm going to have something with carbs. I just don't want to live my life without that ever. But temporarily, and for the majority, like 85% of the time, I'm probably going to pretty much stay away from sugar and carbs. They're pretty much the devil. They cause massive inflammation, they cause pain, they cause rashes, they cause fatigue, they cause brain fog. It's going to spill negatively into every area of your life to be doing a lot of sugar. So that's all for now. Sorry for the overload of information. I'm just pretty excited about learning more about this. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Like, subscribe, thumbs up. It'll help get the information out. In case you needed this, I love you.